Hello. Hello. Let's talk about what it's been like. What are y'all doing? So when I started this, I thought that creating content would be easy, and I quickly learned that it's not so easy all the time. Feels super weird to just bust out your phone while you're doing something out in public or even at home. I don't find that it's very natural for me to want to record things. I really like to be in the moment, and so that has been definitely a big change for me. Also, even posting my first YouTube video felt very scary. These interactions are a lot more vulnerable, and there's a lot more space to mess up, and that's okay. It's just something to get used to. I will say that I am a lot less nervous now to post on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube than I was in the beginning. When I first started posting, every single time was like just butterflies. I'm wondering if I was gonna post it incorrectly or forget to turn off some setting, or I don't know. I think having one of my first videos seen by so many people made me realize, like, oh shoot, people might actually see this. And so I guess there was more pressure. But then as time has gone on, not as many views. So the pressure has kind of been alleviated again. And now I can kind of just post whatever I want. I will say that anytime I see that there's a new comment, I do get a little nervous still. I think most of the comments are on the one video that is actually up to, I think on Instagram, it has like 13 million views. And so a lot of the comments at this point are repetitive, and so I don't mind what people say so much. But then every once in a while, there are unkind comments, and I usually just blow those off, or think about what I could say back and then not say it. But in that, I have learned that it is not my responsibility to respond to every comment. I think initially I was like, oh man, I've got to respond, or else I'm being rude. Or if someone takes the time to comment on my post, then I owe it to them to say something back. That's not how the internet works, and I figured that out. It also is not lost on me that without that one viral video, I don't know if I would have more than like 10 followers. Let's talk about the reality of views on different platforms. The views vary greatly. Like, I can have one video on Instagram get millions of views, and then on Facebook gets maybe like 1 million views, same video, and then on TikTok it's sitting at like 900 views. So, and for me, 900 views on TikTok is great. I guess in that, I've also learned not to tie my worth to the amount of views or likes or comments that a video gets. I'm not like monetized or anything, so it doesn't really matter for me. There's nothing to lose. Yeah, let's segue into like the feelings I've had since the first video I made on YouTube, when I had just gotten that multi-million viral video. That hasn't happened again. So I think I'm left feeling like, was that just like a one-hit wonder? Was that a fluke? I think having your second video hit 13 million views really messes with your head, because you wonder, like, can I ever get to that point again. It feels like a one-time opportunity, and then, but the algorithm is funny, so you never know what will happen, and just kind of have to like ride the wave, I guess. I still feel really excited that that happened, and I feel very grateful. I do recognize that most of the people following my Instagram account came from that one video, so I am very happy that that happened. I think it's left me wondering, like, what is my identity in social media, and where do I go from there? What kind of content do I want to put out there? I know that's like probably overthinking things, but that's the way my brain works. So, okay, let's talk now about things that I have learned about posting. So, pretty early on, I realized that if you post a video, it doesn't do too hot, and then you take it down and repost it, it's probably still not going to do too hot. Even I've tried like trimming a little bit off the top, changing the caption, changing the text on the video, and for me, I've found that the same thing happens. Actually, on TikTok right now, I had a video posted and it got 0 views. And I was like, okay, is it like my phone? Is it a glitch? What's going on? I don't know. I still don't know. But I feel like that is a little discouraging. It makes me wonder, like, do they think I'm a bot or something? Should I even keep posting on TikTok? Because I don't think my 3 followers would mind if I stopped. Oh, I did learn one lesson the hard way. I posted a trial reel on Instagram, and for some reason automatically cross-posted onto Facebook at the same time. Don't do that. Because that trial reel, I ended up deciding I didn't want to post that one. I wanted to post a different version of it, but then it was already on Facebook, and so it just got like really messy. So my advice is do not cross-post your trial reels onto Facebook, which probably the whole world knows already, but I'm new and I don't know things, and so I did not know, but now I do. Oh man, also another issue that I've run into is audio. I still don't have a microphone because I'm stubborn and don't like the way a microphone looks. I don't know. And so the first time I even uploaded my YouTube video, it was so quiet you couldn't hear it. So I had to take it down and then put it into CapCut, change the volume to like times 1000, and then it was actually a video that you could hear. So just learning every day, something new. Still having issues with phone storage. It's very hard for me to want to blow a bunch of money on a new phone, but I guess eventually I'll have to go ahead and buy a new phone because this one fills up daily. Also learned the hard way that your CapCut settings when you export make a big difference. So the first few, maybe 20 videos that I exported from CapCut, I kind of just let it auto decide what settings I was going to have, and quickly learned that you have to actually go in and tweak things. So now honestly, my settings are like bare minimum. I like all the toggles off, and I feel like that is the safest way for me to export. I know everyone has their preferences for like all of those settings, but also this has been a really good lesson in learning that like small mistakes happen. Like even in my last video, I misspoke about like windshield glass for my main video that I had posted, and my short, and afterward I got off and was like, oh no, I said the wrong kind of glass. I said Well, I don't even remember. I said tempered instead of laminated glass. What do I do? And I was like, do I delete my video? Do I redo my video? No. Okay, let's talk about business. Specifically the business side of social media. So we all know that people have affiliate links and sponsorships and paid ads and courses, all the things. My first video that actually got views, I was using a windshield repair kit, and people kept asking me for the link, so I was like, okay. So I made a link tree. I created like an Amazon Associates account, got an affiliate link, put it in my link tree, and did the whole link in bio thing. And the company has made a fair amount off that, and I haven't made anything yet because I don't know if or how or when Amazon actually pays out, but I think I'm sitting at like maybe almost $45. So actually, honestly, like first month of posting, maybe $45 of income, I'll take it. Like that's a trip to a restaurant or something worth, I don't know, $45. So I think it's important that we come into this with realistic expectations if we're not big shots right off the bat. $45 is actually excellent, and I will take it, and I'm happy about it. Oh, I think another thing to keep in mind is that viral views do not always equate to tons of followers. But that does give me a greater appreciation for the people who do choose to follow along. I think like if you're taking the time to go to my page or to follow my journey or whatever I decide to post next, like that does mean a lot to me. I know there are people who have had accounts for years who have like 3,000 posts, and their follower count is lower, and it does make me feel really grateful. It's easy to get in our head about follower count and views and all of that, but I think at the end of the day, like, it's important to check in on motivation and intentions and what you even want out of all of this. Ooh, let's talk about the things that I wish I had captured that I did not. So when we first started filming, we had this like crazy incident where Nick was fixing something under the sink in the bathroom, and he was vacuuming water out of a pipe because our AC line was dripping into the sink and it was clogged. I don't really know the details, but I walked in and he was doing that project, and I started recording for like 5 seconds, but he was in a really tight space and I was in the way, so I was like, man, I'll let you do your thing, I'll be over there. So then after a few minutes of him doing that, I see this like huge plume of what I thought was smoke. Like I thought our bathroom was on fire. Turns out he had taken the filter out of our shop vac, and he does home renovations. So he hadn't cleaned out his vacuum from all the drywall that he had vacuumed up a few days prior. And so there was drywall dust and I don't even know what else, like covering the bathroom. And he runs out and he gets a different vacuum and he's like trying to vacuum the air, and it was really chaotic in the moment. But then afterward I was like, dang it, like that would have been a very good video to have. Oh, another one is I spent like a month cleaning out one of my relatives' garages. That whole process was wild. But how can you know that you're gonna need footage later down the line? There's no way. Okay, so there are definitely some questions that I'm still trying to figure out answers to. I think a main question is, how much of our lives do we actually want to post on the internet? We're such private people typically that this still feels a little foreign, but there have been moments where I'm like, man, if we introduced people to this part, that would be entertaining. But then at what cost? So I think we're just trying to be really intentional with what we actually post publicly, and just something we've been thinking about, or I've been thinking about, which I guess is like kind of rolls over into, how do you remain authentic while also maintaining a certain level of privacy? Like, how do you keep that balance? And I think that's just something that maybe comes with time. You figure it out. Another thing is just wondering if that first viral video was like a launching point, or if it was just kind of a random moment. How can you build off that? I feel like my brain is like a pinball machine and just like always bouncing around ideas. So it's very hard for me to stay in one lane. And I also feel like for myself, when I see someone posting the same, my cat's going nuts. When I see someone posting the same thing over and over, I get a little less interested, but I also love knowing what to expect. So I don't know. What are any of us doing, really? Anyway, still just trying to figure it out, still wondering what tomorrow will look like. Still just going with the flow. But thank you for watching, and thank you for being here.